What's down, bro? This your boy Barber, and you're now tuning into the Flats Podcast. And today, we have a special episode today. This is episode 1 that I'm going to call On a Location. Alright, and today we are at the barbershop, baby. One place that you can come before you might meet your possible wife that night. Alright? You can laugh here. You can cry here. You can get a little therapy here. You can get a little advice here. There's going to be some gossiping going on. There's going to be some arguing going on. Right? But at the end of the day, it's a safe haven for men to come to get away from whatever problems they might be going through that day. Alright? They can get their cut. They can leave the drama at the door. You understand me? And they can have a good time. So with that being said, alright, I'm going to introduce my OGs. Alright? My OGs and give my dogs their flowers. You understand? Because at one point, we didn't look up to niggas that cut up. But them niggas was the smartest ones in the world. Because they know they gonna forever need a haircut. I wish I'd have known then. I'm about to be doing something else. Alright, so I'm gonna get over my dogs. And we're gonna start over my young boy. My young boy Juice.
I started cutting my own hair about 12 years old. Fuck, I ain't.
You go cut over.
Shit, I ain't start really cutting until about my freshman year of high school.
Look, he a young up and coming OG. Alright? He a up and coming OG. Now I got my dog, my actual barber myself. Y'all don't be in my comments talking crazy while I'm looking the way I'm looking. Blame him. Alright? He ain't gonna cut a boy today. It's all good though. I got my dog. Some might call him Big Free. If you know me, call him Old Jiggity G. Alright? The OG of the OGs that are batchy if you're telling me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I got my dog. Big Free, OG Free, I don't know if you cut, baby.
Oh man. Again, I've been cutting since I was 12. Been in business over 30-something years.
Oh, we're gonna get to that too.
And, you know, when I took off with it, I love the game. I love it. I really like, you know, making people look good. I really, you know, that's the thing though. Cause, because, you know, a lot of people look at it like they want to cut hair, but you got to really love this to do this. You know, when I'm looking at the head, I'm like, I did that. You know, I did that.
Nah. We might got the flyest barber in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? What up? Debate that right now. Chris Scott, aka C3, might be the flyest barber out. You know what I'm saying? Put that
Yes, sir.
I got my dog Chris. How long you been cutting, babe?
I started when I was 12, 7th grade, so 42 now, so I've been about 30 years now doing it. I always been a fan of the barbers, the being fresh. So cutting hair really just came mainly because I wanted to, first I started off myself, I wanted to stay fresh. You know, back then, moms wasn't bringing it to the barbershop every week like I wanted to. So in 7th grade, that's what I got for Christmas, a pair of clippers, and I started working on myself. When I got better at it, my friends started cutting with the friends like the average person do. And since then, through the time, developing clientele, like from you looking at from 93, 94, all the way into 2023, you know, each generation, you're starting off with your friends, their kids, their fathers and stuff. So it just came natural. In the barbershop, always, when I was young, before I started cutting hair, I just love the atmosphere, the men talking, getting clean, that smell when you walk in the barbershop. The barbers are, to me, always, like I said, back in the 90s, we didn't have NFL players around here. We didn't have NBA players. So the barbers, like, to me, that was the stars in the community. You know, and if it wasn't for them, the people coming there was the stars, and it always was the spot to be. So it was just something I looked up to, and then, you know, saying that I made something that I looked up to, made that my lifestyle.
Professional.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir.
And I want to sit here and be the first to say I'm sorry. Because I was one of them kids in high school, and my dog them told me they was cutting hair. I'd be like, "What you dumb ass now?
Yeah.
Fuck you cutting hair? What you gonna do making $5 a week?
Yeah.
$5 cut?
You gotta see it.
Oh yeah, look, I'm gonna be 100% real. I remember going to Chris' mama house, getting cut next to the goddamn refrigerator.
Yeah, that's the best.
$5,
Where you start at? Where you start?
I need to go back to the $5. Now.
Hey man, hey, everybody.
Hey, bring it back to the $5.
Hey man, the good old days.
Man, you got to make $500. You get your cut every week now, man.
$2 and $3.
God, what?
You had to cut the whole, cover 3-4 days to make $100.
That thing is again. So I would say it right now. I'm sorry because I wouldn't make that talk bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I respect us because I ain't seen it. I ain't gonna see the fact that you gonna need a haircut for the rest of your life.
Rest of your life.
They tell niggas hate what they did.
Right.
God damn it, Lord.
Right.
Look,
Right.
we got some shit to talk about today. I'm taking it right now. We about
Yes,
to get
sir.
into shit too. We about to get into shit. Now, dude, I'm back to you, big dog. Like, was there anybody that you looked up to? I'm saying, coming up in this show, bro. Being that you the youngest in the shop, you know what I'm saying? OG being the oldest, Chris being second generation. Now you the actual third generation that's gonna pass this shit on for when all of us done.
Right.
Man, shit, them boys you be pulling up, clean whips and shit. So, I saw that and I'm like, man, for these barbers, like, these barbers and look how they living.
So you was inspired by the whips.
Nah.
Nigga ain't seen one cut that he like talking about. Oh, that.
Hey.
What you? Nigga ain't told me you seen one cut. Nigga, I like the whip that was driving, so I wanna go cut. What you do? What you do?
Yeah, bigger than that though.
Yeah, I go to that, cause look.
There's a lot cut.
One thing I'm learning, and just from like coming to the barbershop for so long and being around these cats, man, like I actually know Chris, I actually know G. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing juice since Homeware Project did, right? Which I ain't now we gotta find out why the fuck they call you juice. That's a whole nother word. That's a whole nother word. Hey, look, they don't be asking me about it. Why you calling grown man juicy? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna say was he a bigger fan.
Yeah, juice.
He was a bigger fan. That's all I'm gonna say.
Juice WRLD.
They gonna be the cops asking me this shit, dog. They gonna be the accident. But nah, like noticing that these dudes, man, from the time that we was young, getting our haircuts, to the time now where we're adults getting our haircuts. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the progression, seeing the locations change. We can talk about that too.
Right.
Like you ain't no real OG Chris head if you don't know nothing about Paul Mallet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, back porch.
You don't know nothing about that because I feel like the barbershop is one of the only places that you can be where you can have a crackhead sitting next to a lawyer. Having a conversation, you know what I'm saying, and nobody being judged. You know what I'm saying? It's the only place you can walk your ass in, not even getting a goddamn cut, and still be here talking your shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just having just basic adult or shit. Sometimes kids conversation. Sometimes the kids be in an adult conversation. That's a whole other subject. That's a whole other subject too. You know what I'm saying? So I love that about the barbershop, me personally. And we're gonna get into every aspect of it because it's not just cutting hair. You know what I mean? Like I said, Chris one of the flyest barbers I know. You know what I'm saying? OG, one of the realest ones I know. You know what I'm saying? Juice, you know what I'm saying? One of the best young cats that I know. You know what I'm saying? So that makes me feel good to be sitting here actually doing a show, you know what I'm saying, on location at my dog shop. You feel me? My big fucking OG shop. And to be able to give my dog his flowers, man. Cause niggas know. You know what I'm saying? OG known for many things. One being petty.
Oh, jizzle. Oh, yeah. Oh, jizzle.
Yeah. So many things, but my dog is an OG in this game. He been doing this shit a long ass time.
Yes, vet.
You know what I'm saying? So you
Veteran.
gotta give him his flowers, bro.
Got to.
You like him or not. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this shit,
got to.
this barber shit, you gotta give my dog his flowers. And my dog Chris, my nigga been doing this shit long as I've been going up.
Yeah.
And you gotta give my dog his flowers. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta give my dog his motherfucking props for venturing out on them, then bringing it back home.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
yes,
We had my dog back to where it all started, how it's supposed to be.
Always
You know
come
what I'm
home.
saying? The big deck, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Right? The best ever to do it. And my young dog Juice for understanding that.
The future.
Thank you. And my young dog Juice for knowing that in order to take his shit to another level, he needed to look like this. And sometimes you do, and that's called growth. You feel what I'm saying? Knowing that once I get my ass on them chairs, now my shit, I can stamp my shit as official now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more motherfucking come to the tent. I remember coming to the tent, the nigga had two OG nigga had 10 niggas out there. What your time is? They all saying the same. I said, what the fuck? No, fuck her. What you got on?
Hey.
Chris, I love.
That's how it was.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, this is recent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Yes.
man, look, Juicy had 10 in the tent.
They
They all at the same time. Nobody would have was. Another tent, another nigga just slid up the tent.
He told me what to do.
Now, I said, so never coming back.
Yeah.
Have you ever had, alright, anyone that ran off on a cut? Ran off a cut, slash, not paid. I'm coming back. Gone. Where am I at? Where you at?
My nephew.
Oh, no. You got
He ran out there, but no one thing. He played the piss out.
Oh, yeah. Anybody run off on you?
Man, nobody never run off on me. But I had somebody to play me though. You know, kept getting cuts. I got you, Fred. You come back.
Run that tab up.
You know what I'm talking about.
Run that tab up.
I got you, Fred. Come back again. Man, look, bro, I'm gonna get you this week. I got you. Man, I'm down there about seven cuts in the hole.
Yeah.
You know one thing I always say, man, what I learned a long time ago, man. A man ain't always gonna have, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A
man, but still though, a man always ain't gonna have, so I look at it like, you know what, I'm a blessing. You know, but like I said, don't take my kind of a weakness though.
Right.
You know, and he did though, but at the same time, you know, you know, you won't win. I mean, they're gonna lose. You know, because guess what though? If I cut you off now, you're going somewhere you ain't satisfied where you're going there.
Bad like you be complaining with your about it, breaking down on you.
Oh, man.
7 cuts? Boy, you crazy. I'm good.
Yeah, it's all good though, man. God still bless me though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Rip, you ever had anybody run off on the cut, my dog?
I've had some. I ain't gonna lie. I know it was a few people who like say that, but for the most part, not with my customers. They already know. Like, I mean, if you a loyal customer, like how touch back what Fred said, like, my customers really know they don't have to do that, because if you were ever a customer to me, or you somebody I've been cutting for a long period of time, I feel as though like that's where that loyalty comes in at, and they know already. Say, bro, I done had a couple of customers I had to call them and tell them like, say, bro, man, look, I don't care if you got laid off, come get your cut.
Right.
I still got so that's where that barber clientele relation, that way it goes past just that haircut. It goes that bond.
Right.
You know, some people like, if I've been cutting your hair since we was a kid, just because you bring it to tough times right now, you got laid off, bro. It's coming in, and some of the majority of them, it ain't no tab. I'm not keeping up with it, man. Still come, because I know when you do have, you coming right, and honestly, they don't have to make it right. It's just that's my gift to you. That's where people don't understand where that, like I said, that loyalty, those tips come in cut people hair on your off day. It's like most people have a relationship with their barber. Like you could test, like, most people gonna like you. So if it's past the business and now we're friends and family, you don't have to run off on me, bro. You don't have, man, come get your haircut, bro.
Right.
I got you. That's my gift to you for, right.
Now, my next question is there such thing as cheating on your barber? Alright? Cheating on your barber, / you got a guy that come in that you know. Soon as he get in your chair, he a regular jerk.
Yeah.
Soon as he get in your chair, you already, there's somebody been in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Somebody been in that head. Now you know the whole time now, he's sitting there playing like, nah, I'm trying to mess with it myself.
Yeah.
He get cut right fast, I'm trying to get it back to myself.
Right.
Hey, how y'all handle those situations? Dude, how you handle that type of situation? You're gonna walk in right now, one of your regulars now. Soon as that bitch sit down, you already know. Boy, what the?
And it really depends on how bad he chewed up. So,
Yeah.
if this shit fucked up, say something. Like, man, who been in your head? You know.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. OG, how you handle that situation, OG?
Man.
You might, I'll back the piss out.
Yeah, I've been no piss out, but what that brother do, I don't care what they done did to her, because ain't nothing I can't fix.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why you gonna be moving that asshole?
Ain't nothing I can't fix. That what I always say, Chris?
A doctor.
That's what I always say, bro. I'm a doctor, boy. That's what I do. Ain't nothing I can't fix, boy. Hold on. That what they did to you?
Right.
I got you. Come on, boy. Let me sit down. Let me get that straight for you. I see your resume. You got that told up there. Sit down, boy. Let that thing fix. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same.
That's what I always say.
It's the same.
I told him I can put a grip in your head, but I'm gonna get it out. Yeah, I'm gonna get it out of there. It's coming out of there. It's coming out.
Right.
Chris Dog, we're going. How you handle that situation, Chris Dog?
Man, one thing for me, and Fred could admit to this with me. My thing is that it's business. I don't take it personal.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
You told me that.
I don't care. I don't get offended if you go somewhere else and come back. This business, like, you know what I'm saying, Walmart still gonna take your money if you go to Winn-Dixie. So once you keep a business mindset, like, you know what I'm saying, that's cool. You know, I'm gonna be more welcome, you more open arms when you do come back. So I don't trip over it. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I feel as though that's your money. You have the right to spend it any way you want. But when you do come back, I'm still gonna greet you the same way. Like, come on, Barina, I got you. Oh, you messed you. Oh, you tell me to fix this. I'm happy to fix it for you. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you keep your business mindset, you ain't gonna trip over little stuff like that.
If you had a kid, your kid came up to you and said, "Pops, I want to follow your footsteps and cut hair." Would you recommend that they do it? Would you give them all the tools that they need to be successful in it, or would you tell them pick another profession? You know what I'm saying? This ain't what you want right now. Juice, what you got?
I tell them go for it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna want you to do way more than what I did.
Well, gee, if you want to come to you, we kind of knew you had one of those.
I had one to try to follow my footsteps though. But like I tell every youngster, and I tell them like this, but man, look, they got a lot come with this ball, but don't think this is an easy job. Everybody like, you ain't doing nothing but standing up, cutting hair. No, man, way more than that. You know, you just see the part that, oh, you're making money, you're in the shop, you know, you're working inside, you're in the climate, but it's a health risk with this job too. Because I mean, like I said, it done got to me, man. You deal with backache, your neck, your knees. You know, there's a lot come with this though. But I mean, I recommend, if that's what you really want to do though. But at the same time, if you think you can find another profession, I mean, hey, go for it though. Because it's just not no easy job, man. That's all I can say. Don't think it's easy because they were barber standing up. No, never.
Chris Dog.
For me, I would tell them, you know, just like with anything else, I would say I'm going to support you whatever your dream is, but I'm gonna let them know the ins and outs, the pros and the cons. I'm gonna let them know the good and the bad, and also I'm still gonna push them to don't invest all in that. Still go into some other things too. You always need a backup plan, you know. And I'm let them, you know, because getting into the barber game, everybody see. I could show you a successful barber, then I could go to another shop and show you another barber that's not where you want to be at. You know, it takes time to build like anything else. My main advice would be to them, if they do get into this business, to treat it like a business. That's the main thing I see with a lot of barbers who have a problem with this profession. You gotta realize, if you're not a good with money, I don't think this is a good job for you, because you're responsible for filing your taxes. You're responsible for saving. You have to get benefits and all that. So if you're not good with money, dealing with that money, all that money, that fast money coming in like that, it's easy to mess up.
Right.
It's easy.
Right. Look, one thing I can say like this, I always, like I tell any youngster, I said, man, look, don't think for the moment, think for the future. Because like Chris said, that money coming in,
right,
you kindly spending,
right?
Because it's fast money. But if you're spending it right away, now what you gonna do about the future now? You ain't got nothing on the side for the future. Don't think for the moment, think for the future. And you'll be way more successful at this job, like dealing with this, like that.
Now we got a new segment called the Flats Game Show, right? Where every location that we at, we're gonna have a quick little game in about knowledge, spelling maybe, shit talking, maybe.
I'm all about that.
Bigging yourself up, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you never know what these questions gonna consist of. Alright? So we're gonna try to test my dog's knowledge in their profession. This is their profession. These are things they should know. These are words they should know. Alright? So we're gonna get into it. Now, I'm gonna ask the question, right? This nigga get drunk. I'm gonna ask the question, alright? And y'all gotta write it down. Don't say it out loud. You gotta write it down.
All right.
First question, alright, is we're gonna warm into it. Alright? If you could rate yourself as a barber from 1 to 10, what would it be? Alright, Juice, what you got? I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
What that is?
You over a million. I say that.
Okay, yo,
That's up.
10.
What you be?
10.
No, flip that around.
Yeah, sure. This doodler.
Let's do it. This ain't kindergarten no more. This ain't playtime. This is serious.
100.
What do you think this is, Chris? Chris, what you got?
10 all day.
I bet. So I like that. Hey, why would you give yourself a 10? What separates you from the rest, Juice? What you do better than these 2 ones right here?
Me, man. Shit.
You just do that juicy cut out.
Yeah.
Man, Big ain't happy with that, man.
Nah.
OG, what separates you from the rest of them, OG?
Man, ain't no separation. But I know at the end of the day, they got a lot come with being a barber. It's not just cutting hair. It's sitting down talking to your clients. You know, like I said, it's some things they might be going through in situation. And
this ain't no G that talk every Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Alright?
But,
It's not a little too goddamn potty.
you know, what I learned.
You don't be a potty.
Yeah, what I learned through barber school, man, you just ain't a barber. You was a counselor. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're a psychiatrist. You know, I call myself a doctor too. You know what I'm saying? The hair doctor. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't trust you with a bone.
No, I said the hair doctor, man. Hair doctor, not doctor, not medical doctor. Hair doctor, man. Yeah, I can't fix my own one.
Yeah. Through the years, the experience, I learned how to do stuff better and getting better at stuff. And like I said, the relationship. But my thing is to give you what you want, and also give my opinion on if something might. You know, sometimes you might have to tell a customer, hey, it's time to change this up, or this might look a little better. So you know that.
Basically, you make your dreads too far.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be that. No.
Right, yeah.
You're
not there.
You too far.
You're not there yet, man. I had a customer. I had to tell him that. He told me, you know, he went a little while. I said, hold on, bro. He said, man, I said, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go.
Sometimes you gotta have that tough talk with him. You know.
It's time to let it go. And you said that's a guy been cutting his hair for the last probably 30 some years.
Pay attention well, right? This is 2-part. Have you ever had a client, all right? Have you ever had a client that you gave a terrible haircut to? You knew it.
Mm-hmm.
You knew it. But your client got up like, woo, thank you. Yeah, looking good. They ain't saying shit. All right? The answer is either you gotta say hell yeah or hell no. It never happened. All right? Right now. Can you give a haircut to so goddamn bad? You know what I'm saying? It might be one of them off days for you. You're like, damn, I fucked that up. But he ain't say nothing. He got about the chair like that was the best cut he ever had. Hell yes or hell no. And we want the truth. We ain't no capping on the flat podcast.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no capping on the flat podcast. I need the truth because they're my dog. I need to keep it real.
Wait, I know. No, for you. I don't think you're telling the truth.
I'm sitting there thinking about it.
I like that real. What's he gonna say? No.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what come on. Right. What's that, dude?
Some niggas, that's just bad, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Man, I thought about one. And I had to put a little damn out there, though, but.
No evidence.
We had to shop them customer head. I had to cut his head. Chris said, come on, Fred.
I know.
Come on, man. Why you ain't talk that man out there cutting, man? I sit there what he wanted, so I give him what he wanted. I try to tell him. But he insisted to get this cut.
Yeah.
He said, "Come on, man, Fred, you could have did those, man." So hell yeah, I had one of them. I'm looking like, boy, I'm like, no way in the world, man. But that's what he wanted, but my dog Chris told it, Fred, no way in the world, man. Yeah, you had to tell him, man.
Yeah, that was a phone.
All right, so I got a question, right? Quick question before we go back. Go to Chris. So when the man came back the second time, or next time, you know what I'm saying? You made it right?
Yeah, I made it right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm all the time out of good. Hold on, let me tell you something, bro. I know I see this earlier, bro. Ain't nothing I can't fix, kid.
It was your fault, though.
I don't know. Ain't nothing I can't fix, though.
I can't fix it.
Ain't nothing I can't fix when it comes down to some clippers and some hair. Let's get that straight then.
You fucked up. My last year.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what time you got? Facts. Chris, what you got? Hell yeah, hell no.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What your story was? Shit, I know it's what.
Man, look, like I said, like sometimes, like it had been a couple of occasions. It might be a person here that I say like they just don't have a good grain of head, don't lay right or whatever. You can make it look your best to them. They might be satisfied with it because they know their grain of head, but you know you don't like it.
Right.
I've had some people, you no matter how much you try to persuade them, like, bruh, this don't look good, bruh. Like, but that's what at the end of the day, you have to give a customer what they want. You know, I mean, Fred, one of the customer because I cut his hair, you cut his hair. This dude, he likes his hair a certain way, and honestly, if a new customer is in the shop, he's the last person I want to be cutting when a new customer come in because the way they want their hair is so messed up and ugly. It's gonna make it look bad. Fred, you know what I'm talking about? They want their line a certain way. They want that with no corners. Hey, I'm like, bro, please, man.
It hurt me to my heart.
It killed. It hurt me to my heart. He don't want no corners. He want a straight round line, like how women get that, like no corner.
They call that line a lunch meat line. Lunch meat.
He don't want no.
Let's think about how lunch meat cheap. Lunch meat. Yeah, the curve corner and the corner goes down.
I snuck and gave him some corners one day. He sat back down.
Yeah.
Man, cut that off. I don't like that. So if somebody new in the shop and they just say they just walk in, I noticed nobody when I go get my check to see me do that to somebody. It was like, damn, bro. But that's what he want. Yeah. And that's what he want. He don't want no corner. He want a round line, all the way around.
All right. Listen to this one well now. We're gonna test y'all knowledge. All right. If you are in a race to cut a head, all right. If you are in a race to cut a head and you pass up the person in second, what place are you in? If you're in a race to cut a head and you pass up the person in second, what place are you in? Right now. Don't think just right. Juice, what place you in?
Pass up the
Okay, first. Now I'm not gonna tell you you're on the right. OG, which one is? Stop cheating, OG. OG, this is not the last one, bro. They picking that juicy shit.
No, third.
Hey, you over picking that juicy shit.
Third.
It's not a test.
No, you third.
All right, let's get a little more now. All right, Chris, what you got?
Third.
All right, so the question is, if you're in a race to cut a head, and you pass up the person in second place, what place are you in? You confident in the answer right there, Juice?
You pass up the person in second place, huh?
Okay, OG,
wait.
You confident in the answer, OG? Chris, you confident in your answer? All three of y'all don't like the fuck. If you pass up the person in second place, you are in second place. You just passing them up. You don't move up.
Right.
You are in second.
Yeah, I got you, man.
You also.
See, I'm thinking that's a trick question. That's all. Hey, see, I think you done went past him in time.
I ain't said pass up person.
Yeah.
You pass up the person.
You gotta sit there.
You pass up the person in second place. You are now in second place.
You was already in third, all right?
That's a good one.
Right?
That's a good one. Cause that's just like
Hey, don't think so hard about it.
That's just like if I tell you, if you
Yes.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get it right.
I get it in a minute. We put another one out there. That don't got nothing to do with this.
I accept my laws.
I said mine
You
too.
learned something today, Chris.
Yep.
Hey, now go ask one of your kids there to cut the grass. Look, right now.
Yep.
I cut the grass, you cut the grass. Answer this question for me. If it's right, I do it. If it's wrong, you go do it. I guarantee you, Trish, you get him every time.
Yes,
Every
sir.
time.
Yes, sir.
Boom. 4. This is a little bit of the spelling before now. Oh, I know y'all about to fuck this up. Alright? Spell the word asymmetrical.
No, I ain't gonna try.
Now you have to know this because it's a type of cut. It's actually a type of cut. Alright? It's a type of cut. Spell it right now. Let's go, Chris. Let's go, G.
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical. Spell it right now. Come on, G. I can't wait to see what this shit gonna look like. You might just say, I don't know. They ain't right. Chris taking a phone.
Where my phone is?
Chris over there studying all of it.
Yeah, I got it right.
What?
Chris got too asymmetrical.
Ace.
Chris got too busy. Chris got too busy college. Boy, be disappointed in you, Chris.
Mess.
Ain't gonna be disappointed in you, boy. All right, dude. Let's see if you got this right. ASM. You're wrong. All right.
Man, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure, man. That I'm gonna get the win song. Man.
Chris had that shit.
Hey, let me see. Let me color. Let me see. I believe this. Next question. Next question.
No, asymmetrical, y'all. It is a type of cut. Alright, it's a type of haircut. It's spelled ASYMMETRICAL. Asymmetrical.
I ain't never seen that one. I ain't never seen that one.
ASYMMETRICAL. Asymmetrical.
Man, I had one of them.
If you wouldn't even look at that thing, you wouldn't even know how to spell it. Yeah.
It's my show.
Yeah.
I will be smaller.
Yeah.
The whole time. I do it. Alright. Do you think, let's start with you, the young boy. Do you think that your fitness level, alright, affects your performance in bed? Do you think that your fitness level affects your performance in bed, bad or good? Do you think? What do you think about it?
No.
You probably never got to hear like that. Nope. So you don't think that your fitness level affects it, right? OG, do you think that your fitness level affects your performance in bed? Now we talking asking a nigga with 20 kids, y'all. Just understand.
How could I be sure? Hey, if you know me, you know me. Don't look like nothing interfere with me, eh?
Yeah.
Interrupt me at all. If you know me, you will be saying, ain't nothing mess that man up.
I beat your chest on this shit.
I'll be my chest.
I keep going.
All right.
Chris, dog, do you think your fitness level affects? What that boy put up there? Let me see. Oh, my nigga.
Yeah, dog.
How you want? Come on.
Yeah.
Bro, when you in shape, you can cut up. You hear me?
Animal.
And you can cut up bad. I'm talking
Right.
all of a sudden you be like, God damn.
What they call it, the Melvin? When you care for my baby boy Melvin. For the young people who don't know what the Melvin is, Melvin was baby boy daddy in the movie Baby Boy. Melvin picked his mama up and was bouncing her around the room. If you have no leg strength, you can't do that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So endurance. If you can't run long, I promise you can't go long. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all that play, you winded, faking injuries, cramps, Charlie horses, all that plays a part. Now you still could punish it, but imagine if you was in good shape and at your peak, you could punish it through the marathon. You know?
Hey, you gonna be acquired, Chris.
Yeah. Hey, that Melvin, that bunny hop, they like the bunny hop.
I'm telling you, boy, you turn into a different nigga, boy. You turn into a ball in that bitch.
Savage.
So I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Look, anything besides this shit, you're running out that fucking room, you're in that bed, you about to die.
Power tap.
You're in that bed about to die. I'm trying to tell you. Look at Chris. Look.
Power tap.
Chris, man, what type you home?
Yeah, power tap.
Yeah. OG lied. OG been slaving to you about 7 years old.
Yeah.
Alright, he don't count. It's really about us three. Right? When you don't count, you got I ain't got nothing, so I'll probably work out too much. I'll probably work out too much.
Shit.
I ain't got one yet. So fuck that shit, didn't I? Now, sure, we're gonna start that just because this has been a conversation that recently, and it actually started coming here, right? Because this is Barber Talk conversation. Alright, so I want to get y'all thoughts on a debate that we just recently had, right? A debate we just recently had about who you feel, you know what I'm saying, some of the, and I'm not gonna ask y'all a position like we did. I just want to know, give me, you know what I'm saying, a quick shout out of a nigga that was the greatest that you see out your own eyes at home. Football.
Football wise, some of the greatest that I've seen.
Yeah, that you seen.
My one of the best. Well, my greatest, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna say was the what year that was when Darius and Craig and all of them was that. Like I said,
03.
yeah. So like to me, like I literally I never followed. That team made you want to follow them everywhere. Like that was every week they was putting on a show.
Right.
So I'm going like Darius, like that was my dude. Like I know they had players before them, but I wasn't really watching them. So when I did pay attention, Darius was that guy for me. You know, so that was my dude.
We're gonna ask OG. Who we got?
Who we got?
Who we got, OG? Now remember, we're not talking about this. We just talking about the greatest you seen.
The greatest I ever saw that really amazed me with football was 2-3 Mark Young. You know, and
I'm saying they're still talking like this. You still get votes for it.
Mark Young man. Let me tell you something. I was the biggest fan. I mean, we started chanting 2-3 across the stadium. That never happened in history at Hornby High School. They check one number 2-3, 2-3. I don't care where you went at. Game before the game started. 2-3, 2-3, and I ain't never seen that happen for no other kid in no school. Period. I ain't just say Hornby High School. No school. That's the recognition that this kid had, man. I remember when we went up to somewhere else to play away, and man, I think it was a kid Anna, and the fans from the kid Anna said, "I'm coming watch 2-3 because I've been hearing about this kid. It got to be the best receiver in the state of Louisiana," and that's the recognition that he had, though, man. But like I said, every week he give me a show. He's one of the best that I ever seen. Him and Pooper. They entertain. They give you a lot of entertainment, man. I'm gonna tell you 2-3, bro. I'm gonna tell you that kid, bro, man. He was special, bro. He was special because I seen a lot of football. Yes, indeed, man. This dude was different, bro. He was a different kid, man.
If a guy comes in the shop trying to get his haircut, right? Never been here before, and he's sitting in your chair, ask you good at cutting up? What's 2 words that come to your mouth? To your mind. He's sitting in your chair, ask you good at cutting up?
Man,
I've seen this shit happen before.
Since you said that happened to me.
I'm telling you.
That cat carried me up. Man, you cut, dude asked me to have a couple cats in here. Man, you cut good hair? Man, what that mean? Do I cut good hair?
He's trying to make sure.
I said, look, man, just sit down. You're going to see the outcome after this. That's all
Sit
I can
back.
tell you, bro. Just sit back and relax yourself. I got you.
Hey, that's some ballsy shit to do.
Dude, for real, bro. I don't know how you. Right. I don't know how you ask somebody else, though. Do you cut good hair? I'm like, huh? Everybody in the shop started laughing. Like, you already know what OG can do already. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the shop, though. But you look at, yeah, man. You like, do this, sit down and relax yourself. I got you, partner. Right. When you leave out here, I guarantee you're gonna like what you see.
So back, that's a good thing. Cause niggas do this shit. Like, I'm asking a dumbass question when y'all walk in this barbershop. Alright, now I'm gonna start at Chris. We're working our way down, right? I need to know 3 pet peeves of a barber, bro. What's 3 pet peeves? You gotta know. This shit ain't just a free fall. You come here, do what you want, walk in sweaty and all kind of crazy ass shit. Want this man wipe your face and shit. Like, what's 3 pet peeves of a barber? Chris, well, Chris, I'm gonna say 3 pet peeves of yours.
Yeah, my 3 of my pet peeves is, all right, people coming with dirty hair, grease in their hair. That's like, that makes our job harder. You can ask any barber that it's hard to give somebody a good cut with dirty hair, grease. So that's one of my pet peeves. Another pet peeve is not keeping still. Not keeping still. Some people like to talk while they're getting their haircut. Some people like to do everything besides get their haircut. So it's hard to cut someone's hair if they always moving, talking, getting up. Like, they want to indulge in every conversation that's going on in the shop. Like right now I'm taking care of you, so you can talk to them after that. That's one thing. The last thing I would say is people being late.
That's
People-
where everything goes.
Yeah, bro, because I'm trying to give you I'm trying to give you the best haircut I could possibly give you in 30 minutes.
30
That's your
minutes.
appointment, 30 minutes. So if you text me you're running 10 minutes behind, then you get your
You got 20
15 minutes or, you know what I'm saying, 14. Now I have to rush. You all fall behind for the rest of the day. And, you know, never know, the next person might have made the appointment according to their schedule. So, you know, that could throw you all the way off. You know, and sometimes it's hard to get people to understand that or respect, you know what I'm saying, the next man.
So you hear that out, John? Be ass on time. Juice, we coming to you. What's your three pet peeves, my dog?
Chewing gum.
Why chewing gum?
because it messes you.
Good.
Oh, because
The tempo moving, yeah, that's good. Falls in that moving category.
Stop.
Yeah, like they
Yeah, cutting out.
Like just, man, like this and this shit, not in real life. You want to get in your business.
When they ask for a lining, we want you to do
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a pet peeve. I feel like that's the number one.
Just touch my side. This like give me a line, but just touch
But
say this
feel
right
the
here.
side.
Well, he put me on game about that one time. He told me,
Yeah.
like, nigga, I could charge your ass a cut of a haircut to them once I start digging into something he said.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
like,
go outside the box.
hey, I'll be tipping that nigga else shit.
Yeah, side the box.
Man, fuck. Yeah, I get that. All right, last one, G. The last one, that was a good one.
And like you said, being late.
Yeah.
Punctuality is important. That's just not even just, it's just in life.
Life.
Being punctual, being on time, being where you say you're going to be, being the person of your word. All right, that shit start. But that shit start young. You need to be fucking up early.
Right.
All right, OG, gotta finish with you.
Man,
Ain't got time for you to stay a whole fucking book.
my number one of them is I hate, and I repeat this over and over, texting me while I'm cutting hair. You know, oh man, Fred, you ain't got my text. I say this 1,000 times. Please stop texting me while I'm in the shop cutting hair and trying to get a haircut, because I don't look at my phone while I'm cutting hair. That's taking time away. To, like Chris said, greasing your hair.
Why did we mess up the clippers?
It's hard to cut hair. It's like trying to cut wet grass.
Yeah, like cutting wet grass.
Yeah, it just sticks to the clippers.
I think
The
grease.
in it.
They hadn't even when you cut your grass. Think of when you cut your grass when the sunny day out, grass flying freely, it's cutting easily. When it's wet, grease is sticky.
On the lawnmower.
Yeah, the head not fall off your head, so I'm missing.
To get a
I miss
haircut,
a spot. The grease might make that hair once I pass it, might make your hair lay down instead of. Yeah, now when you go and wash it, man, Chris, you missed this spot. This spot uneven. No, because you had grease in your hair, man.
And three,
I never thought, I guess I had grease along.
Yeah.
and three, don't eat egg while riding the bus, sucker.
Sucker.
You gonna come to the breastplate?
All that.
Yeah, some of your stuff.
Don't eat egg salad with riding the bus, sucker.
Man.
No, man, that's a joke. That's on Martin. Esther said,
Yeah.
No, Martin. Let me see. My last one is what? Hey, be on time. Don't be. I mean, you know, I'd rather be like Chris said, be on time. Like I said, you just ain't pushing yours back. You're pushing me back. You're pushing that person back.
Right.
It's inconvenient to everybody, not
Right.
just you. Everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? And call like an hour or two before your appointment to switch off.
That's a fact. Now, I need to know, because we turning everything at flats into a debate. I'm the debate show king from now on. Alright? We about to, look, we're going to be debating the biggest pimps in St. Charles Parish, right?
Yeah.
They got the most.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a fact, OG. Hey, look, we're gonna put it into discretion.
Right.
Before I was married.
Yeah, before I was.
Hey, we got to tell that. Before I was married, baby got nothing to do with us.
That's it. Yeah.
I need to know.
I'm not playing with you,
For the greatest barber debate ever. Give me your top three, OG. You first. Out the gate. I need your top three barbers right now. And don't be sugarcoating them, don't be hiding them, don't be lying.
Yeah, gotta be sarcastic.
And you can't put yourself 1, 2, and 3, brother.
Yeah, gotta be sarcastic.
I need your top three right now. Best barber in the parish.
The best barbers in
My
the
time gonna be talk to your mom. These the best three right now.
the best barbers in the pair.
Best three in the
Yeah,
parish.
you can't put yourself.
You can't put myself.
Can't put yourself.
One, Joe Davis.
That's over there.
Joe Davis got to be one of the best barbers. Let me see. I mean, I really don't see too many. Like I said, Damian cut good hair too.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Johnson.
Top 3, my dog.
My top 3, I'm gonna go Terrell. Terrell used to own Terrell. He was like one of the dudes who I used to like. I'm gonna say Joe. And I'm gonna say Fred.
Oh, jiggity. But you made something finally, boy.
Yeah.
You ain't made the best baseball. You ain't gonna make the best football. That boy made the best ball.
Man,
I'm so proud of you, boy.
I'm that man.
I'm so proud of you.
Bro.
You finally made something.
Hey, love about plenty, but hate about more.
That's what I feel like a giant, right?
Yeah.
Man, you on my hater side. I see that.
I love you, OG.
Stop playing me,
I
sucker.
can see it. I love you. I ain't about this.
You my little cousin about to bush you up. Yeah. Well, the person Juicy probably been around, see, cut hair with me, Chris.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that, though. You know, it ain't like he really been around out there like that. You know, he ain't been around long enough.
Right.
Yeah, he rare.
I'm glad that you said, though, because I want to know, like, I feel the, you know what I'm saying, be in the shop with, you know what I'm saying, 2 OGs, being able to learn and.
Shit is like I used to always say, man, you know, I don't got no mentor, no partner that cut hair.
Yeah.
Kicks, so like, you know, I used to always tell that to myself, and then, you know, Fred hit me up.
Yeah.
Zealot. He didn't tell you, I told you, right?
No, Zealot put me on him.
I told you after I did.
Yeah, Zealot. Man, Zealot said just like that. He said, man, Dad. He said, get Juicy. He said, before somebody snatch him.
Mm.
He said, man, and me and Chris talked about that one time too. He said, man, the dude can cut, man. I'm telling you, bro, the dude can cut. Now look at his head one day, he cut Zealot hair. And I like, oh, cut your hair. He said, Juicy, is he cool? I said, yeah, I ain't lie, he really is cool though.
Yeah. Literally, I just told Juicy that the Cohen left, like, dude, like, so far, like right now, he that young bull, like right. He gonna be like, honestly, I could put him up against anybody you say.
Anybody.
Like he cut my hair one time and he been cutting my hair ever since.
Anybody.
Like I'll put him like honestly, like some people just catch on real.
Anybody.
Like my homeboy, like Bill.
Bill another one.
Bill
another one. I forgot about him.
Bill hit that's another one.
Bill, yeah. I told Bill that too.
But like you would think Bill been cutting hair for 20, 30 years.
That was scary.
Like for how fast his skills grew. It was like crazy.
Dude, that was scary there, bro.
Like from 1 year to the next year, he went from being a new barber to one of the best barbers in the parish in a year.
Right quick,
in a year. Like I said that, and I put him up against any barber.
And that's one of them too big.
It was like Juice. I told Juice like Juice hands. Juice got the potential to be the best barber from around here. Period.
Right.
Like honestly, like right now, I could put him up. I could put him in the top 3 right now.
Yeah.
And that shit is just like anything else too.
Yeah.
Take practice, no
yeah.
Like,
what I always tell you, what I always told you in the beginning. Trust the what?
Trust the process.
Nope.
You gotta trust the process. Don't get frustrated and aggravated behind if nothing ain't going. You gotta trust the process, son. Because I mean, that's just like when I first started off. I mean, I started off in Kelowna and Chris came under my wing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things started blooming and we started moving from there. And everything was going good. But like I told him, you know, we took off and everything was going good though. So and we ain't never looked back. So that's why I keep telling you. I said, man, you young. And we young and you young and you know, you started out where we was at though. And me and Chris been cutting hair together for over 20-something years. Yeah. You know, I took him on we got together and we ain't never looked back. You know, and I always say you gotta trust the process, you know, because then it may not look good. Because sometimes I fell in the slump sometimes be like, man, something ain't right this week, Chris, you know. I said, man, it's gonna be all right. You know? Then we both, you know, talk to each other, you know, to make, you know, because many days I've been telling him, I want to get out of this. He's like, boy, where you gonna go make this kind of money at? You know, working for yourself. You can't go nowhere making this kind of money. Right. And many times I wanted to stop, you know, but I gotta keep striving, pushing to. But you gotta, you know. So
real, it's basically it's like I said, it's like every other job. You know what I mean? It's trials, tribulations,
right.
Ups and downs, peaks and valleys.
Right. Just like an ordinary job, man.
Like everything else. Like everything is the same. You know,
like just because you work for yourself, though, they got shit come with that too now.
Right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the road living now. Everybody feel like, oh, I live myself. Shit, you don't understand. There's more.
Right.
I rather have a job where I know my take on
Right.
I know I know my tax get filed.
Right.
I know that. Even to the point where I know I get fired if I'm good enough.
Right.
Like it's hard, bro. Like it's hard to run your own business and be successful.
Shit, man.
You know
Look,
but
bro.
people that's typically are successful are people that, you know what I'm saying, really like hone their craft and do what they gotta do and handle their business the right way. Because at the end of the day, it's all about handling shit.
Handle your business.
Right.
You gotta be on top of your game, man.
Way, your shit gonna flourish, bro.
Yeah. If you don't, yep. Good
on. I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful to be able to shoot my first episode of on the location at the shop. My dog OG shop. You know what I'm saying? Have my dog Chris in the building. You know what I'm saying? My dog Juice in the building. It's a family affair. You know what I'm saying? It's a family affair. So I want y'all, anybody out here that see this video, let's go talk to you. Anybody that's seen this video, man, support your local businesses. Support your local businesses. I don't want to hear shit about the price is too high. You pay anywhere else, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So pay help. Before we, you know what I'm saying, sign out of this, we're gonna start at Chris, man. Any advice, you know what I'm saying? Any advice you can give to some young cats coming up in the barber shit? You know what I'm saying? Ain't gotta be long, ain't gotta be much. Just
my
young blood, you know what I'm saying? To help them with their career.
My main thing,
They can go get this feel.
well, something my father used to always tell me, and it still took me a while before I grasped the concept. If you're really trying to do it, it's not about how much clientele you have, or sometimes not even about how good you cut. It's about treating it like a business. It's you have to be professional. If you want to go far in this business, I think like you have to be dependable, you have to be available, and you have to have people skills. You got to realize when you're dealing with other people daily, sometimes you might have people have attitudes, and it's not always going to be a good encounter with every customer you have, but you still have to stay professional because you got to realize that's who's paying your bills. So I had to learn that to treat it like a job instead of just a hustle, or I had to get more professional. But when I did, I saw the difference in what I was grossing bringing home. When I got more business orientated, everything took off. Putting that work in, coming early, staying late, regardless to how I feel. You can't just not come to work. I had to like I was looking at it like it's a job, but it's not only a job. It's your business, and your name is your brand. So if I might wake up today and don't feel like coming, I can't just don't get up out of the bed. That stuff that I would do on a regular 9 to 5, I might could just call in and call my job, or don't even call and just come back the next day. But when you're working for yourself, you're your brand. So once you get that bad reputation of, man, I had an appointment with Chris, he ain't showed up, now you're making your name bad. And once your name gets bad, it don't care how good you cut. You can be the best barber in the world, but if people tired of dealing with you, let's say they have somebody cut half as good as you, taking all your heads because he's dependable, reliable.
Right. Any words of advice for some young cats out here, man? When you being a young dude, yourself. Take your craft as best as you can. Like Chris said, business oriented. That's all the things I'm still working on.
Yeah, I have to learn it.
And OG, final words from the OG, man. Anything out there for the young boy that's trying to get this profession, man?
Yeah. Like I said, like I tell you, trust the process. It may not look good in the beginning, but if you keep pushing, and keep doing what you do, it's gonna come around. Because you don't look at what Chris getting out of it or what Fred getting out of it. We put time into this to get to where we at, and so when you get out there, you just gotta just keep fighting and pushing hard to get it.
Love it, man. Love it. Now, Chris, all right. I need you to plug that business, big dog. My dog got his own clothing line, man.
Yes, sir.
Plug this building. The link's gonna be in my bio. When I drop this, the link's in the bio. Chris, plug it.
I'm one of the founders of SOS Family. It's a business I started with my sons. We're coming up on the first year since I got into it with it. Like they started in 2017, but I got into it with them last year. Starting to help with some of the designing work, and bro, we're coming up fast. It's a great experience. We have a website, sosfamily.com. You follow the business page, sos_family. Uh, this is our logo, the crown, because I feel as though we all kings and queens. The Roman numerals underneath, that's for the 17 when we started it, when it was established. So I believe like I'm the type, I always was into fashion, with my kids and everything. I love it so, but it was good for us to get into it because it was a way for us to do something together and also to show them ways of running their own business, other ways to be successful and do stuff to where right now in this day and age, you see more black businesses taking off. We're being black people are being more supportive of each other. And like I always feel, one reason I was happy to get into it with them is because I love to show the youth and the younger kids that there's a million ways for you to get money. And I always, as a kid, I always looked at, I'm the type of person the way I feel is I could do anything. If I see, I don't think no man better than me, no woman better than me. If you could do it, I could do it. So that's how I came up. I always had the mindset, once I see one person could do it, I know I can. So it was good for me to show the younger generation that, look, man, we could do that too. Like, man, we got ideas too, and to say we're on our first, just to show how fast our business has grew in the first year is amazing. You know, people gonna support you, but for us, like I told my kids, it's more about I'm happy for all support, but I believe in quality. I want it to be more than just you support me because you know me or because I'm black.
They only go by one.
Yeah, I want that quality. You know, I was always the type of person, they said I was always in the fashion, so I looked at it as that I know the type of stuff that I want to buy. I have high expectations for myself. So yeah, another thing, like for anybody who doing any business, whatever it is, like I said again, you are your brand.
Yes.
So like I always afraid to say, like, man, like you gotta really put your heart into whatever you're doing, because when I want somebody to, I don't want to put my name or my brand on anything. If I'm doing clothes, I want my clothes to be just as good as the clothes in sex. I want the same material. I want you to look at it like that. I don't want to be. It's not a lot about being the cheapest or the highest. It's about the quality. And I want the customer. It's just like your cutting hair. If I give you a good job, it don't matter what I'm charging you. You gonna be with it because you know you're getting what you asked for. I'm gonna go beyond your expectations. So like that's another thing. If you're starting a business, make sure that you're not in it just to make money. You got to always remember that you want your brand to stand for something. You want that to be like that represents you. So make sure you always keep that in mind whenever you're branching off into doing stuff or you looking into investing in anything. Whatever you put your name on, it represents you.
Facts. Make sure you support. Like I said, link will be in the bio. SOSclothing.com.
Yeah.
G, plug the location we at there.
Yeah. 15068 River Road, Empire Barbershop,
Say it one more time.
Hallville, Louisiana.
Say it one more time so they can hear
15068 River Road, Empire Barbershop.
I want to
Juicy.
give a big thanks, man, to all my dogs for allowing me to come in here. You know what I'm saying? Do the pod, taking their time out there on the off day. I think it's off day.
No.
Well, they ain't off day, but they get started.
Yeah, right.
Was in here. I want to thank, you know what I'm saying, all three of my dogs, Chris, OG, Juice, you know what I'm saying, for coming on the pod, bro. It's the first, and I had to do it here.
Yeah.
The first episode of On Location. So whatever come after this, they follow. All right?
Yeah.
You understand? The best.
We thank you, bro.
The best barbers in the parish, stamping it. All right?
Bingo.
Stamping it. Argue with your mom. I want to give my dogs their flowers, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for doing this for me. I appreciate all the shit that y'all have done throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? Helping homeboy get together. You know You know what I'm saying? Because we be looking like cavemen before we come in. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And they don't understand that a fresh cut can give you that heart and that courage. And whatever else you may need when you walk out that door to go, oh, I'm about to go holler at that little
All
guy.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look
Don't
good,
blame it.
feel good.
Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the barber.
Blame it on the barber. You know what I'm saying? A real good cut, man, can real like make your day, bro. Make your
Like you
day.
say, we sell feelings, man.
Right.
Nah, it's
We
real.
sell feelings.
It's real. Hey, look, I want to talk this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank these boys again, man, for allowing me to come in here, shoot the pod. You know what I'm saying? My real dog. This ain't no fake friends.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yes, sir.
This is my real niggas, man.
All right.
Signing up. Part 2. Flash Podcast.